here's another example of solving a rational equation. Our problem, I want to find all solutions to the rational equation 6 over x squared minus x minus 2 equals 1 minus 2 over x plus 1. As usual, if we have a checklist for our type of problem, we write it down so we can go through our problem methodically. For solving rational equations, we proceed as follows. For my first step, we go through the equation term by term, find the least common denominator. Then we'll take that least common denominator, multiply each term by the LCD. That'll clear out all the fractions. Then we just sort out our terms. So I put all of our terms on one side, want it with a 0 on the other side. We simplify. We'll take what we get on the left-hand side, I factor it out, and we apply the zero product rule. So if it factors, we'll set each factor equal to 0, solve, and that'll give us a list of possible solutions. Now, usually, checking your answer is optional. In this case, we have to check every answer because we may introduce solutions that are not solutions to the original problem. So the last step is we go through each solution, discard the ones that give us nonsense. Now, let's look at our specific problem. So our first step is to look at least common denominator. So we go through term by term. When we do that, so note, first term I have an x squared minus x minus 2. When I factor, that gives me x minus 2, x plus 1. We have a 1, which I think of as 1 over 1. We have minus 2 over x plus 1, so here we'll have an x plus 1. If we go through all factors, so how we get the least common denominator, we take each denominator, we include all factors, and then we use the highest exponent for each factor. So here, our least common denominator is an x minus 2, x plus 1. Next step, we multiply through our equation. Each term gets hit by the least common denominator. So we have our equation here. For the first term on the left, that's just going to clear out the denominator, leaving us with a 6. The 1 is just going to become an x minus 2x plus 1, which is x squared minus x minus 2. Then for our last term, note, I take the minus sign that's out in front, move it to the numerator to have a minus 2 up there. So I'm not worried about what's happening with that minus sign. So here we'll have minus 2 times an x minus 2, because the x plus 1s will cancel. Now, I can work with this. So here, instead of going to the left-hand side, I'm going to push everything to the right-hand side. 6 goes over as a minus 6. The minus 2, x minus 2, I distribute that minus 2 through. That gives me a minus 2x plus 4. I simplify, so I have x squared minus 3x minus 4. That factors nicely as x plus 1, x minus 4. We apply the zero product rule. So we set each of these equal to 0 and solve. So for x plus 1 equals to 0, we get possible solution x equal to minus 1. For x minus 4 equal to 0, we get possible solution 4. Now, we take our possible solutions, we put them through the original equation to make sure that they make sense. So here we're trying to avoid division by 0. If I take x equal to minus 1, we put it into the original equation, we see that I have division by 0 here, division by 0 here. Those terms are undefined, so minus 1 will not be a solution. If I take x equal to 4, on the left-hand side, we wind up with, we have this expression here, which simplifies to 3/5. On the other side, I have 1 minus 2 over 5, which also gives me 3/5. So there's no division by 0, and we see that the equation checks out. So here we only have a single solution, which is x equal to 4.